Hey everyone, I am Atul Sharma and I am part of the creative team of GDC Jammu, and on behalf of GDC Jammu I welcome you all in this Flutter Festival. So let's begin. So first of all, a little introduction. What's Flutter Festival? Flutter Festival is a community-led event where developers can join and learn the fundamentals of Google technologies. So in this video we are going to take a workshop on Flutter Essentials and we are going to learn few basics of Flutter. So let's move to the next slide. In this workshop, we are going to cover Flutter Quick Start, and we're going to build a two-screen application using Flutter. And next two parts of this workshop would be on you. You have to work on this by yourself. To access this workshop, you have to use one of these links. So it's after 21st March. So we are going to use this link. We will provide this link in the video description itself. So when you will open this link, it will open Flutter Essentials quest. You have to join this quest. For me, I have already completed this. So when you join this quest, you have to open the first link that's Flutter Quick Start. Once you open it, overview about Flutter. Flutter is a Google UI toolkit for building beautiful natively compiled applications for mobile, web, and desktop from a single code base. In the first part, we are going to build a simple hello world application. So here they have provided all the proper instruction before you click the start lab. We have to read all this instruction carefully. You can do that by yourself. To open the code editor servers, we have to follow this link and create a Flutter template. So first of all, let's click on this start lab. You have to click I am not a robot and you have to select the captcha. Okay, I'm going to launch using 1 credit. Okay, now these two links would be there. The first link is of ID and second link is of live server. So first of all, we have to open the first link. Just copy this link and paste it in a new tab. Once you have opened this link, it will load the live ID. Okay, you can select your preferences. I will click on mark done. And now let's move again towards the instructions they have provided. So first of all, we have to create a Flutter template. So to create a Flutter template, we have to click on hamburger button and we have to open the terminal. So let's do the same. And click on new terminal. So in this, we are just going to follow the instructions only. So we have to type this command flutter create first tab. And hit enter. It's going to take a while. The first tab would be created here. After that, we are going to change the directory to first tab. We will copy this again and paste it here. Okay. Now we are going to exit this window. So copy this and paste here. Or you can type exit by yourself. Now next instruction is to explore the Flutter code. From main page, select click on explore icon and we have to open the first tab. Here you can click on this folder and click on open folder, and after that you can select your first tab and click OK. Whole code of first tab is open here. So we need to explore main.dot and pubspec.yaml files. You can do it by going here in live. If you go to inside live, it's main dot and you can find pubspec.yml at the last. So you can explore these files like this. Next, we have to run the Flutter application. First of all, we have to open a terminal. So to open a terminal, you can click here and go to terminal and click on new terminal. Your terminal will open here. After that, we have to check if the directory is selected to first tab. So you can see that first tab directory is selected here. Now after that, we have to type fwr. Okay, once you type fwr here, click enter. So it will run the web server. So it will look like this. Let's check. Oh, okay, it's loaded now. Now let's move towards the next instructions. So here we have to copy the link of live server, and let's copy it, paste. I'm going to keep this window at one side. Okay, so you can see that our app is live here. Next we have to check the Flutter hot reload. Okay, we have to change this title Flutter is Flutter demo phase to Flutter is awesome. So let's do the same. Go to leave main dot. Okay, so here it's Flutter demo page, and sorry, Flutter is awesome. So now we have to check the hot reload functionality. So to do that, we have to click on the terminal window and press R. Okay, once we press R, okay, this app is hot reloaded. So when we refresh it, this header should be changed. You can see that it changed to Flutter is awesome. So let's move towards the next steps. So that's all for Flutter Quick Start. After doing this all, you can click on check my progress, and it will give you a congratulations message that your progress is completed. So I'm just giving you instruction how you can follow this. For you can take your time and properly go through this code. Before moving towards the next section, you have to click on the end live button and click on submit, and you can close this and close this server also. You can leave your comments here and click on submit. Now let's start the second lab or second section, build a two-screen Flutter application. So let's open this link. So here is an overview what's Flutter, same as our first lab, and here is a sneak peek how our app is going to look once we complete this lab. Same as the last lab, we are going to click on start lab, and click on launch with 1 credit. Our lab is started now. So now let's first open up our IDE, copy this, so same as the last lab, we have to create a Flutter first app. So let's do that. We have to click on this hamburger and go to terminal and click on new terminal. After that, we have to write a command Flutter create first app and click enter. Same as last lab, we have to change our directory to my first app, change our directory to first app, and after that we can exit this. Now to open this app, we can go to this file explorer, open folder, and we can select my first app and click on OK. So our first app is going to open here. I'm doing this fast forward because it's same as our first lab. So now let's move towards the next instruction, opening the new app. Okay, we have already done that. Now we have to run the Flutter Web Application. To run the Flutter Web Application, we have to follow the same steps that we have done in our last lab. Go to this hamburger icon, click on new terminal. So our new terminal is open. Now we have to check whether we are in our first app. We are there, and we have to click on FWR. And after that, we have to wait until this server is running properly. So let's wait for that. Okay, so our server is running now. Let's run our Flutter Web Application. To do that, we have to copy this live server link, copy it, and we can paste it here. And we can move it to one side. So our app is loaded. Now let's move towards our next instruction. Our app is loaded. How our app is going to be designed. So on home page there will be name of the months, and when we click on each month it will move towards the next page and it will show which month we have selected. For example, when we click on January, it should show like this. You selected January. So building and list view. So if we look into this, our home page, our list view should look something like this. Now the first instruction is begin by replacing a template code in main dot with the code below. So we have to copy this whole code and we have to replace it in main dot file. Let's open main dot file and let's paste this code. When you paste this code, it's going to give an error in test. You can go to text, test, open test.dot, and you have to remove this constant from here. This error will go away. And let's save this code. And same as last time, we have to click on R to hard reload this app. There is a mistake in main dot file. Okay. Let's save it once again and click on hard reload. And it's hard loaded. Now let's refresh this page. You can see that in our home page, January, February, March, 3 months are visible here. So let's move towards the next instructions. So let's move towards the next instruction. In this instruction, we have to hard reload it. We have already done that. And now managing the list view data. So in previous section, we have, if we move towards the previous section, we have used the hard-coded values for list view. But for few, this is feasible. But when there are more than hundreds or thousands of values, it's not a proper way to do that. So how we can handle that? We can declare a list. And then we can use listview.builder to show all the data. To do that, we have to replace my app with this code below. So let's go there, go to my app class and remove it and replace it with this. So here first a new list is declared and we're using listview.builder. We are displaying the values of this list in our app. So let's save it, cancel, save it, and again hard reload it and refresh it. It's going to look in the same way. So now let's move towards the next instructions. Here again the instructions are to hard reload the app. We have already done that. For now we cannot interact with this month, January, February and March. To add interactivity, we have to use a gesture detector. For Flutter we can use OnTap, and we can use a snack bar to display message when any month is tapped. So for that we have to update my app class with this code. Let's do that. Again let's remove it and replace it. If you don't want to replace this whole code, you can directly replace. You can directly add OnTap function here, and you can display the message using snack bar. So let's save it and hard reload it. And now refresh our web app once again. Now if we click on January, it's showing you selected January, February and March index. Okay, it's giving some error, so let's see how we can fix that. To fix this error, we can add a new add variable var month equal to item and index. It's going to store index value in variable month, and in snack bar we can add this value month. Now let's save it again and again hot reload it. Now let's refresh our app once again. Now if we select here, now it's working properly. January, you selected February, and you selected March. Now this app is working properly. So now let's move towards next instructions. Again we have to hard reload this app. We have done that. Now we have to create a second page, details page. So as discussed in starting of this lab, detail page should look like this. You selected January, or you selected the month which you have selected, it should appear on the detail page. To show the second page, we have to add the following functionality to main.dot file. So let's do that. Copy it to the last and paste it here. Let's move towards next instructions. So navigation, to navigate between these pages, we have to use navigator.push, and let's copy this code and add it. So navigator.push should be added in onTab function. So let's do that. In onTab, okay, onTab, let's comment this previous code. Now let's save it and hot reload it. And now let's refresh our app once again. Now when we click on month name, it's going to take us to a second page. For example, when we click on January, it's taking us to second page, and it's saying we selected January. But even if we select January, February also, then also it's showing that you selected January. So how we can work with it? To do that, let's follow our next instructions. Okay, again they have mentioned the same thing. So passing the data between two pages. So to pass the data, we have to pass it like this, navigator.push context, and we have to pass in my details the item which is selected. So let's do that. Let's copy this whole code and change it. It's giving an error. It will be fixed when we move to the next instructions. So we have updated my details, my app to call my details with the parameter. We have done that. Now let's move towards next instructions. A constructor is used to accept details in parameter. I list this dot item, and yeah, we have to define a variable, and we have to listen to these values. Just copy it, and do it in my details. Okay, you can see that this error is fixed. Once we have done that, and then we have to, in body, we have to you selected the month. We have to change that text like this. Copy this, and we have to paste it here. So it's okay. It's oh yeah. I'll paste it here now. Now let's look how this app is working. So when we are clicking any month on tab, it's sending data to my details item.index. That means the item which is selected, it's being sent to my details page. In my detail page, we are getting that item here, and after that we are going to display that item in this text. So let's save this and once again hot reload it and refresh our web app. Now let's click on February. So it's showing you selected February. March, it's showing you selected March, and for January also it's showing you selected January. So let's move on towards next instruction. They have asked to hot reload it. So that's all for this lab. So when you have completed this, you can click on check my progress. It's going to give you congratulations, you have completed. After that you can end lab. Once you have followed correctly these two labs, next two you should be able to complete by yourself. Please try to do that, and if you have any doubts you can comment below in this video. Yeah, thank you.